Been a fair bit of press recently about self-propelled sprayers. The reality is, trailing sprayers are still a popular option for farmers that already have the appropriate size tractor for silage work and loader work. This is the Navigator 6000 from Hardie, and I'm going to have a chat to Dave Soderstrom from Hardie Australia, and he's going to run me through some of the key points of the Navigator. Now, I can see the Hardie diaphragm pump there sitting on the drawbar. That's always been the big selling point of a Hardie sprayer. What are some of the other key features about this machine?
Well, Matt, this is a new model for us this year. We've introduced the Navigator in a 5 and 6,000 litre. Our customers are asking us for more litrage at a price efficient point. So what we've tried to do is to take the good points from our bigger range and also the smaller range and bring it into a medium-sized package. So from a farmer's perspective, I think Hardie's key selling point today is simplicity and efficiencies.
Why the bigger trailing sprayer?
They've already invested a hell of a lot in a tractor. Why not make it a multi-use tool? The other reason is litrage. We can put a big tank on a machine like this and put it to work.
What sort of boom sizes are we seeing on this machine?
Once you get into that 5,000 range, we're probably going from 30 metres and above. The Navigator though, it can go down to as small as an 18 metre boom, out to as big as a 36 metre.
This is obviously driven by increased productivity, less refills during the
Absolutely, yeah. You are looking for efficiency, so you're looking for the biggest tank you can possibly fit behind your machine.
Now, there's some features on this machine that are specific to a Hardie sprayer, like that are across the board in terms of product.
Yeah, what Hardie's tried to do in the last few years is standardise the features of the machine basically right through the entire range. So obviously, starting with the diaphragm pump, that's across the range. The valve operation, or what we call a smart valves, that's now a common standard right across the trailer range. Through to products like our Easy Clean suction filter. This is our standard suction filter on the sprayer, so everything that comes out of the tank must go through that filter housing. We've actually put the filter housing here with a capillary line that runs up to a gauge at the top to let you know that you're getting a suction blockage. When we go to actually open the filter to clean it, at the bottom of the housing here is a ball valve. So that isolates the main tank from any fluid continuing to come out and contaminate your boots or whatever that be. It is a run-dry diaphragm pump. You're not going to damage it. And I say to customers, look, you can leave your revs set, come out, pull the filter housing out, give it a clean off, pop it back in and be back going again pretty quickly.
You've got that HC8500 unit in the tractor. That's not just compatible with this spray unit, is it?
An ISO connection allows you to basically have one screen in the cab and you can put another implement on the back and populate that screen with the information from that implement. For those looking for a one-screen solution, well, the HC8500 allows people to go down that path. Paddock data is recorded on there. It can be downloaded through onto your computer via a USB stick. You can take that home and use that as your paddock records. You can even show maps as well.
Now, we're down at the business end of the Navigator. What are some of the features you can tell me about down here?
Matt, we've got a range of aluminium booms this year. Why have we done that? A weight saving issue with the growth in the tanks. We've got to try and save some weight somewhere else. One of the new features we've got now is a recirculatory priming system on the boom. A boom prime allows chemical to be recharged through the boom without having it to actually go through the nozzles. Auto steer on some machines can be fairly aggressive and can cause the boom to have a bit of a whip effect. So we've put nitrogen accumulated anti-yaw devices on the boom. Your coverage on your plants is a lot more efficient.
Clearly the market for the trailing boom isn't dead. A lot of it comes down to people's tractor choices and tractor utilisation. The SP will probably take over from roles where people have had just a spray tractor, but there's also the option of having a medium horsepower, that 300 to 400 horsepower tractor that still allows you to cultivate and carry out all your other duties, as well as using a spray unit. And from what I've seen of the Navigator today, its functionality is pretty good. It's very easy to use, and its ISO capability, I mean, that is the way of the future in terms of implements anyway. The boom stability means that it makes it easy to get a constant chemical coverage on the crop, and there's a lesser chance of getting crop striping through the boom moving up and down and the nozzles coming closer to the ground. You can read more on what I think about the Navigator in the next issue of New Farm Machinery magazine.